Welcome to day 2 of the comeback. This is a 4-day workshop dedicated to helping you come back into the game, get back into the game. And also the comeback is about how to come back to the real you know you should be living as. A lot of us are living out of alignment of who we truly want to be. You're probably being less disciplined than you want to be. You're not working out as much as you want. You're not eating the way you want. You're not socializing the way you want. And your life is kind of out of alignment. So the comeback workshop is about you coming back to your center so that you can make a big comeback into the game, into the land of women, so that women, when they see you, they will receive you with open arms because you are living as the highest version of yourself. So, in yesterday's workshop, in yesterday's class, we talked about taking responsibility and saying yes to the challenge. Yes, this game is hard. Yes, this game will ask everything from you, and you need to say yes, bring it on. So today, what are we going to talk about? Today, we're going to get to work restoring integrity in different areas of our lives so that we feel like we have stronger character, so we feel more like ourselves. If you want women to love you, first you have to love yourself. So today we're going to talk about self-love and how to love yourself more, how to be proud of yourself, how to become that kind of man that you're proud to present to women. So, let's start with the most superficial and obvious. How are you taking care of your body? Now, let's remove a misconception right away. A lot of guys think, you know what? Women don't care about looks. Women don't care about looks. Looks aren't important to women. If you've got game, you can get women. To a degree, that's true. However, your image, how you look, is telling women a lot about you. And you better believe that women care about what you do with what you've got. Okay? So all of us are born with a certain structure. Okay? I'm skinny. You may be skinny. Maybe you're, big, like whatever it is, tall, short, all this stuff, right? There are things about us that we can't really change. But what we can do and what we must do as men, as fully realized men, is make sure that we are being the highest and best versions of ourselves. Women, you want the best women. I know that you want the hottest women, the women that are high quality. Well, those high quality women have choice. They have choice. And so they're looking for a man who's living at the height of his potential, right? So when they're looking at you, if right away they see, oh, this guy's a slob, he doesn't dress well, I can tell he never works out, well, immediately you've just done yourself a huge disservice. And, it's like looking good opens the door, okay? Maybe after you start talking to a woman, you can, talk away your mediocre body and whatever. But the truth is, for most guys, here's another side note before we go on. If you have this idea like, oh yeah, well I know such and such, and he's a slob and he never works out, but he gets women, and actually he gets a lot of women. Here's what you got to understand about Mr. X. Okay, let's call him Mr. X. He's the exception, not the rule. And he can get women despite all this bad stuff, this laziness, all these things, because he has a super high level of game. Okay? Don't get confused. If you're looking at a guy as a role model and he's overweight and he's out of shape and he's sloppy, but he still gets women, that's just a testament to how amazingly high and masterful this guy is with women. Okay? But let me be real with you. You are not going to get there. If you were going to get that level, you wouldn't be watching these kinds of videos. Okay? There are some men who are born with a more advanced understanding, or who are born into a life that taught them certain lessons that led them to now having this super high, elevated game where they can get away with being slobs and still get women. Okay? But don't operate from the thinking, well, okay, I'm going to be like that guy. No, you're not. Okay? The average normal guy is not going to be able to be a slob and still get those top of the top women. All right? So, what you need to do, us regular folk, you need to make sure you look as good as you can. A woman doesn't want the perfect man. She wants the man who's doing the best with what he's got. So the first mindset for today is, if you're in this game, it is your duty to do the best with what you have. Okay? You need to do the best with what you have. Let me take myself for an example, right? I'm very skinny. I got skinny bones, okay? But I'm doing the best with what I have. I still go and I work out. Am I ever going to be as big as these other really big guys? No, never, right? Never, unless I took steroids maybe. But naturally, am I ever going to get that big? No. But does that mean I never even hit the gym? No. I work out, I eat healthy to have the best body that Jad can have. So that when I go out, I'm proud of myself. Okay? Here's another thing. If you're out of shape, if you haven't worked your muscles to their capacity, if you've let yourself get all flabby and fat, you're never going to feel really secure in yourself. You're going to feel self-conscious, and that's going to transmit. Okay? If you want women to love you, you have to love you. You have to be able to look in front of the mirror, take your clothes off and say, damn, I like what I see. I look good. Then when you go out, you're going to have a different swagger about you, a different energy about you, a different confidence about you that you can't really get any other way. So, I want you to really understand that being part of this game, you got to be more like women, where women take care of themselves head to toe. Think about a girl you have a super crush on, whether it's someone you know, a celebrity, whatever, and just think about how goddamn hot she is, right? Now realize, even though she's that hot, look how much energy, time, care, and intention she puts from head to toe into dressing herself up every time she goes out in public. She can get away with, dressing poorly and still have all the men she wants, but yet she makes sure she elevates and dresses her best. You need to take that, borrow that from women, and understand that when a quality woman, I know you want a quality hot woman, when a quality woman is looking at you, she's looking at you and she's like, is he on my level? Is he doing the best with what he can from head to toe? Yes, okay, that's my kind of guy. I'll go vibe with that guy. The other guy's like, okay, well, that guy could be good looking, but he's kind of a slob. Okay, yeah, no, he's not on my level. He's kind of like hippie, whatever, and then so you need to, there's another great principle, which is always make sure you're the best dressed person in a room. That's a great mentality to have. When you feel like you're the best dressed person in a room, you're going to carry yourself with confidence. You're going to carry yourself you're going to be more aligned. Now, some people who watch this video are going to say, oh, it's so ironic, Jad, you're wearing a hat and you're talking about fashion, all this stuff. Here's another side note, okay? This is my style, t-shirt, hat, and because I'm so aligned with it and it's who I am, I can go out there and get results dressed like this because this is good for me and this is real for me. But this is still a new hat. It's still a nice hat. This is an iron shirt. This is it fits my body. My body is in shape, so my shirt looks good on my frame because I'm eating well and, all that stuff. So image is really important. I'm not telling you to dress like someone you're not, but at the same time, don't be a slob. Now, another reason why I personally highly recommend, if taking aside that you don't have health, let's assume you don't have health issues, I think every guy should be going and hitting the gym 3 or more times a week and building muscle. Okay? That's heavy weights, intense training, building a muscular frame. Okay? Multiple reasons. I see a lot of guys out there dressed in expensive clothes, but they've got like these bellies and these tiny skinny ass arms, and their body's just totally out of shape, and then they're wearing like a $300 shirt. They look like shit. You think your shirt is going to make up for your bad frame? It's not. Okay? On the other hand, I'm in decent shape and I wear $10, $20 t-shirts, and I'm looking better than that guy who's wearing designer head to toe. Why? Because of the frame. And then guys who are like fitness guys who look way better than me, they can put on a $5, $10 t-shirt and they're looking way better than I am, because the body is what makes the clothes look good. All right, let's say that again. It's the body and the muscles that make the clothes look good. Now, don't get self-conscious or insecure again if you think, oh, but I'm a certain body type or I'm a certain body type. Okay? Your job isn't to wish you were different than how you were, just like me. Okay, if I could wish, I wish I was taller and I wish I was, thicker, right? So I get, big muscles, big guy, right? But I'm not, right? So I accept myself and I say, okay, what can I do with the frame I've been given? And then it is my job to be able to look myself in the mirror and honestly say, I can honestly say I'm doing the best with what I have. Okay? Now the question you need to ask yourself, can you honestly say you're doing the best with what you have? Or are you not really going to the gym? Are you going to the gym but you're half-assing your workouts? Are you working out but you haven't read books and watched videos and educated yourself exactly what is the process to build muscle? What is the process to lose fat? Have you educated yourself on calories, food, macronutrients, how much protein, how many carbs, how much fat you need in order to gain muscle or to lose fat? Or are you just kind of casual at the gym, just kind of counting, not really going all out? Yeah, you're just kind of eating, but you don't really know what's on your plate. And you're kind of inconsistent, right? And then you say, I really want to get my dream girl. You don't. Okay? You're lying. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to me. You're lying to us all. So part of your comeback is looking in the mirror and getting honest and starting to tell the truth to yourself. Who cares about what I think or what anyone You know. We know when we're lying to ourselves. We know when we're not doing the best with what we have. And then maybe right now you're saying, oh, Jad, yeah, but I'm busy. I have a job. I have this. I have that. That's all bullshit. Let me tell you right now, that's all bullshit. Whoever you see that's fit, they're also busy. They also have challenges in their life, but they make it to the gym. They make sure that they keep their plates clean and only eat what they should eat. Okay? They make sure they get their sleep in. So everything, even though you've completely convinced yourself that you're too busy, you're too this and you're too that, it's all bullshit. When you have a commitment, when you have a commitment, all excuses disappear. Meaning, when I had, here, let me tell you a little story. So there was one time that I met a girl, like one of the most beautiful girls ever, like that I've ever met. Just an absolute doll. Just, oh my God, right? And I talked to her and like she liked me enough to like, I got her Facebook and then I went on a date with her. And then on the date, went on the date and basically that's it. After the date, she didn't really like me and then I lost her, right? And I was devastated. I was so sad, man. I was like heartbroken because I'm like, damn, it's like when you have a girl right in the palm of your hands and then she just slips through your fingers. That's sometimes more painful than not even getting the girl or having her reject you because you thought like, oh, I have a real shot here, right? But I blew it. So anyways, I looked at myself. I'm like, why didn't this girl want to see me again, right? And of course, there were a couple things, it wasn't just one thing. But one factor was I looked in the mirror and I'm like, man, I'm a fat fuck. I'm totally out of shape, right? and I had gained a lot of weight, and I had this, huge belly, and I was like, I just didn't look good, right? And I'm like, damn, man, I wasn't ready for my opportunity. Yeah, I messed up. Maybe she didn't like me because she could tell, oh, this guy's like, oh, overweight, kind of slobby or whatever. I don't know, probably a few factors, but the fact is I looked in the mirror, right? And I said, oh, damn. And we're talking about like metaphorical mirror too, not, of course I looked in the physical mirror in this case, but you need to look in the mirror and say, okay, why aren't women choosing me? Now, it's probably multiple reasons, but one is, what image are you bringing across? Is your body, are you being a sexy motherfucker with your body or not? You can't afford to be average when you want those quality women. Okay? So don't be fooled into thinking women don't care about looks. Women are looking to see what are you doing with what you've got. And if it's apparent that you're not doing the best with what you've got, that takes away a lot of points, because that just reveals your character. That means, oh, this guy's not really stepping up as a man, right? Remember, this is the comeback. This is the comeback. Tell me right now, you're not going to love yourself a lot more once you get back in shape, you clean up your diet, you ditch the drugs, the alcohol, the junk food, you eat clean. Tell me you're not going to love yourself a lot more. Tell me you're not going to walk around with a different energy, a different vibe, a different swagger. Another thing that happens once you're working out regularly, you're cleaning up your body, cleaning up your diet, your skin actually starts looking better and your energy starts being cleaner. When I meet guys who are fitness guys, their energy is so much nicer than everybody else's energy. Okay, it's a cleaner energy. It's a more, I like respect them more. It's a bit of a warrior energy. It's clean, it's very clean. It's like you can tell this person is disciplined. I was talking to my girl and she said, meeting a really like muscular guy who's really in shape, he's just more interesting. Okay, and I said, that's interesting, she says. She's like, oh, he's just more interesting, right? Because you can tell, okay, this person is disciplined. This person is up to something. This person will inspire me because, by their fitness and cleanliness, just being around them, we feel like, oh, well, I want to be like that, right? So it's all our truths to have a good image. So today's video, what we're talking about, part of the comeback is to love yourself more. And to love yourself more is to clean up your image, head to toe. Okay, so we're also talking about grooming. Let's talk about grooming for a second. You need to be intentional in your grooming. If you have, for me, I'm intentional. I have like 1 million of these hats. That's my style, right? I have like 20 of these different caps. Okay, sometimes I'll, do my hair, but to be honest, I much rather wear a hat. Okay, so that's my choice, right? I've gotten feedback that I look much better with a beard versus cleanly shaven. So I have a beard and I keep it nice and trimmed, right? It's not accidental. I trimmed this. I trimmed it yesterday. I line it up. If you need to be intentional. Okay, what's my hairstyle? What's my beard? If I want to have a beard or not. If I do, I need to maintain it. Okay, my hair, I got to go get my hair cut every 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Maybe 2 weeks is excessive, but every 3 weeks, that's a good kind of measure, right? Check my clothes. Do I have a bunch of old clothes? Throw them away. Never have old shoes or an old belt. Women are looking at that stuff. If women sees that you have an old shoes, she's going to be like, this guy doesn't get it. When was the last time you saw a quality woman walking around in an old pair of shoes? Let me ask you that again. When was the last time you saw a quality woman walking around in an old pair of shoes? When was the last time you saw a woman walking around with an old anything? When was the last time you saw a woman walking around with her hair just unintentionally messy? You don't see that, okay? And we're not talking about, hey, she just like got out of the yoga or gym, or just saying in civilized, normal city life. Head to toe, perfectly clean, immaculate, everything new. Even if she's broke, she's going to make sure that she doesn't leave her house unless she's looking a certain way. You got to adopt that. You got to adopt that. Women want a man who's on their level or above, not below. When you come in with old clothing, sloppy, unintentional anything from head to toe, If you look unintentional, women are like, that guy doesn't get it. That guy's not on my level. I don't want to be seen with that guy. I don't want my friends to see me with this guy. This guy, look at him. He puts no effort into his hair, look at his old shoes. Look at he just put this, like, where does he shop? At Walmart? Okay? So, image matters. Body matters. Diet matters. The energy you have matters. If you're being a slob, you're not going to have good energy. You can learn all the pickup tricks and all that stuff when you go and talk to a woman. Who you're being out of the sight of women, she can feel when she talks to you. If you're an irresponsible, lazy slob outside of her view, when you come talk to her, she's going to feel, no. If you're being a disciplined man who's doing the best with what he's got on all levels, when she talks to you, she's like, hello. Okay? So, your comeback is to get back onto the program. Start going back to the gym. Start doing home workouts. Clean your diet. Face your bad habits. The thing I had to kick was sugar. Okay? I'm addicted to sugar. I'm an addict to sugar. So I kicked sugar and I admitted, okay, I'm an addict. Okay? I'm not using that word accidentally. The way I successfully got rid of sugar is I admitted, okay, I'm straight up addicted. I'm an addict, just like an alcoholic or a cocaine addict or a drug addict. Or I'm an addict of sugar. And so knowing what your weaknesses are, then you can stay away. Are you an addict to porn? Are you an addict to junk food? Are you an addict to alcohol? Whatever you are, you got to be like, okay, let me just be straight. I'm an addict here. It's destroying my life. It's keeping me single. It's making me unattractive. It's robbing me of my life. It's robbing me of having amazing, wonderful sex with beautiful angels. Let me cut this out. 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 Straighten yourself out. Bring yourself back to alignment. That's part of the comeback. So, today, I'm going to leave you with this. Clean up your life. Put a program together. Make a decision. I'm going to get my dream girl and I'm going to rise to the occasion, and I'm going to do the best with what I have so that I can be the best version of myself, because that's what she's waiting to see. You may meet a woman today and she may reject you and you think it's because you're not good enough. She's rejecting you because she sees you're not being the highest version of yourself. And she's like, this guy's not even trying that hard. And so she's like, no thanks. But if she met the same you 3 months down the line and you're living at the highest version of yourself, she may think, wow, I like this guy. This guy's cool. He's doing the best with what he's got. Okay? So, do the best with what you've got. This is your comeback. I believe in you. Stay tuned for part 3 of The Comeback. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.